I was given the equation 34 multiplied by 27, and we will now begin by using the process of estimation. I approached it using rounding. To simplify the number 34, I rounded it down to 30, and to simplify the number 27, I rounded it up to 30. These are two bases that are much easier to multiply than the values of 4 and 7. So then we used 30 multiplied by 30, and then we have to try to figure this out. So 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Then, because we're multiplying using tens, automatically a 0 gets put here. So now we have 3 times 0 is 0, and 3 times 3 is 9. This equals to a sum of 900. So if we say that 30 multiplied by 30 equals 900, then we can say that 34 multiplied by 27 equals to approximately 900. This is the concrete representation of the equation 34 multiplied by 27 using base 10 blocks. As we can see, there's 3 tens rods along with 4 single units. This equals to a value of 34. Down the side, there are 2 tens rods and 7 single units, which equals to a value of 27. When you multiply 2 tens rods together, you get 100. We have 6 of these, so that means right here with these purple squares, we have 600. Then, multiplying a 10 rod multiplied by a single unit, we'd end up with a value of 10, and here we have 8 of these. Then down here we have 7 rows with 3 columns. 7 multiplied by 3 is 21, plus the 8 over here equals to 29. 29 times 10 equals 290. 290 plus 600 equals 890. Then on top of that, you're gonna add 4 single units multiplied by 7 single units, which equals to a value of 28. So then we have 890 plus a value of 28, which equals to 900. 890 plus 28 equals 918. This is a pictorial representation of the equation 34 multiplied by 27 using the array model. As we can see, we have 3 tens rods across the top, along with 4 single units, which equals to 34, multiplied by 2 tens rods and 7 single units, which equals to 27. When you multiply 2 tens rods together, you get 100. When you multiply a 10 rod in a single unit, you get 10. And when you multiply a single unit by single unit, you end up with 1. So if you look here, we have 600 blocks, which equals to 600. Here we have 8 units of 10, which equals to 80. Down here we have 21 units of 10, which equals to 210. Then we have, in this corner here, we have 28 single units, which equals to 28. Then we're gonna add 680 plus 238, which equals to 0 plus 8 equals 8, 8 plus 3 equals 11. So we're gonna keep a single unit here, and then we're gonna exchange 10 units for 100 unit. Then we will have 6 plus 2 equals 8, plus the 1 equals 9, resulting in a value of 918. This is a symbolic representation of the equation 34 multiplied by 27 using the partitioning method. In the partitioning method, the goal is to take bigger numbers and break them down into smaller and easier to work with numbers. Here we can see the value of 34 being broken down into 30 plus 4, and 27 being broken down into 20 plus 7. 30 multiplied by 20 equals to 600. 4 multiplied by 20 equals to 80. 30 multiplied by 7 equals to 210, and 4 multiplied by 7 equals to 28. Now we will add up these numbers. Here we can see the addition of the values 680 plus 238. 0 plus 8 equals to 8. 8 plus 3 equals to 11. But what we're doing is we're exchanging 10 tens values for 100's value. Then what we'd have is we'd be left with 1 tens value here. This little 1 at the top is equal to 10 tens values equaling 100. Then we'll have 6 plus 2 equals to 8 plus 1 equals 9, resulting in 900. So our value would be 918. Then, because of this, we can say that 34 times 27 equals to 900. I chose to use the lattice strategy for my personal strategy to solve my equation. Using the lattice strategy, here you can see we have 34 across the top and 27 across the side. What we have to do is you multiply 4 by 2, which equals to 8. you put the 8 in the ones place and you put a 0 in the tens place. Then you multiply 3 by 2 and you'd get 6, again making sure to put a 0 in the tens place. Multiplying 3 by 7, we'd end up with an answer of 21. And if you multiply 4 by 7, you'd end up with an answer of 28. Now what you have to do is you just have to add up the numbers within each of these lattices. 8 plus 0, we would get 8. 8 plus 2 plus 1 equals to 11. So you'd leave the value of 1 and you would exchange the 10 for a value of 100. That means this is the 1 here, the 100th value, plus 6 equals to 7, plus 2 is 9. So that's how we get our final answer of 918.